So back we are. We do have one quest here to judge a prisoner, and now I just saw that there's an exclamation mark, so we have a quest there as well, which I didn't know. Varric. So we have to do these before we actually go to the next area, which will be not the Emerald Graves, not the Hissing Wastes. The plains, yes, the Exalted Plains are the next area we want to go. Let's talk to Varric first. Oh, who's that?
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Bianca? Uh-huh.
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Okay.
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Hmm. Does that mean we have a side quest to do before we head on to the next area? Probably.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais? It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
Alright.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
I guess right now. Enter Valamar. We've been there already. Probably that's the entrance to the deep roads. Yeah, I mean, we've known that there was darkspawn, so probably we have to just rip open the entrance again. Alright, but let's do the judging first.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
No. To give him to the Wardens is probably the best. Even though we don't have any Wardens in Olay anymore, so we'll have to give him to Wardens somewhere else.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Aramond of Virantium. The Wardens can have you. Let them take your head if they want it.
Their petty justice or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
Okay. Oh, we have another one. Oh, that's probably the one that we found in the western approach. Let's see.
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order.
Someone else then.
She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
I'm not gonna forgive her, but I would like to. Going to the Deep Roads is probably the most honorable death that she could have as a Grey Warden. But it's the only thing I will do, because public humiliation doesn't work for me. Forgiving is not possible. Giving her to the Wardens is a possibility, but no, she will go to the Deep Roads. Even if she has done wrong, she will still have an honorable death.
You feel your life is over. There's a place for such wardens. So Ruth, you'll go to the Deep Roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
The death of good Sir Ruth. Ah, we can actually check that out. If she died or not. We'll see. Let me go check this operation before we head on to the Varric's quest. Okay then, let's see, is it in Olay or in Ferelden? It's here in Ferelden. Judgment, the death of good Sir Ruth. The disgraced Grey Warden Sir Ruth wishes to make good on your judgment, Inquisitor. She has asked for
Any news
assistance.
on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things?
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Okay. She has asked for assistance in reaching one of the deeper recesses of the Deep Roads so that her premature calling might serve a greater good. Laudable, but any expedition to the Deep Roads comes with considerable risk. Josephine, I suggest an invitation over an escort. Our dwarven contacts would welcome the chance to bolster their forces with a warden on her calling. Game. Okay. I don't know why, but my controller input wasn't registered anymore, so I had to restart
Any
the
news on
game.
rifts beyond reach of the Inquisition?
Yes, and it is not good.
Okay. We had Liliana then. An escort is simple. I could also arrange to note her exact path, should you wish to recover her body for any perceived honors. Cullen, many of our soldiers lost family to the Blight. I've no doubt many would volunteer to escort the Warden. My concern is that they would not stop at escorting. Okay. I go with Josephine. We can ask the dwarves to do it. We've a report from a dwarven runner that Warden Ruth was welcomed into a squad of the Legion of the Dead. The group descended into the deep roads and did not return, as is the tradition with the Legion. All were celebrated before they left. We've received a number of appreciations in Sir Ruth's name. Josephine. Alright, I think that was the best for her. Okay. Yeah. We're going to help Varric now, and afterwards we go to the Exalted Plains. Okay, let's activate the quest first. Great name. Well, shit. Okay, we'll have to go to the hinterlands and, yeah, here to the Upper Lake camp. I still don't understand why his tarot card is like this now. Anyways, I have upgraded all the characters that I want to take with me in the Exalted Plains, which are Iron Bull, Sarah, and Dorian. However, I go with Varric, of course, because it's his quest. So let's go with those. And they obviously have level ups. Let me first show you what I've given them. Like, Iron Bull, he has the same weapon still. Varric, I've given him some upgrades on his Bianca. He has now an aiming module 3 and Bianca arms 4 and the cleansing rune, which is probably good for him because yeah, he doesn't like the Regularium and the Blighted in general. And since we're now going to fight Darkspawn, I guess Damage vs Corrupted is excellent for him right now. For me personally, I have upgraded the Gruntsman's bow that I've received in a previous episode. Yeah, it has now cold damage, which I gave him a Frost rune, a Master Frost rune. Yeah, you can see everything here. Cunning, Dexterity, target explodes for 75% weapon damage on kill. But I kept also the previous one with the electricity damage, in case we fight someone who is immune to cold or something. I'm not sure if those Darkspawn are immune to cold damage. I know that fire damage is good against them, but I didn't know that we're gonna fight Darkspawn now, so I will see if that works better on this one. Although it's just 16 cold damage, additional damage, and it would still be better than the Bow of Helpful Hazard. So probably I would just go for the Bow of Helpful Hazard if there's anyone who doesn't like electricity damage, so to speak. Yeah, by Iron Bull, I gave him better armor. The superb Chakratar, which has 227 armor rating, plus he gets cold resistance, electricity resistance, and some melee defense. And then the last one, Dorian, he still has Tirda's staff. I gave him a Master Corrupting rune. He had a normal Corrupting rune before. But the fire damage will be good against Darkspawn, so that will be fine. I also made him a new armor, Deflecting Vigorous Enchanter Mail, with cold resistance, electrical resistance, fire resistance, maximum health and is higher, range defense, and he has on kill plus 20 to magic for 10 seconds. I didn't give him a sigil because I had 2 sigils, which made the electricity and ice damage higher, but every other damage lower. For him, it wouldn't make any sense because he is the fire mage for me. So yeah, anything else? No, I think everything else is fine. Bianca arms. Oh yeah, because I put it out. In any case, let me just see the requisitions. No, the potions. Oh yeah, I need to get back where we were. Spirit resistance might be helpful there. Spirit resistance, yeah, because we're fighting against Darkspawn, not against demons, so maybe not spirits. Then I don't know actually. Let me go for the Jar of Bees instead, yeah. Cassandra, no, we're not having Cassandra with us, although I should probably upgrade everyone in here. Black Wall goes back to the armor tonic. Coal. Yeah, you go back to... You had the Tears of Death, but I think you should have the Jar of Peace instead. Then Vivienne is fine. Solus should go to Lyrium Potion. Varric, he has Healing Mist and Regeneration Potion, that's okay. Iron Bull, and that's it. Okay, now let's go up there to Valamar. The most important thing I forgot, of course, level ups. What do we have here? I think Fervor would be nice. When an enemy dies near you, the thrill of death spurs you to hit that much harder. Let's go for this one. Varric. Your Artificer one. You fire so quickly that enemies will swear there are at least 2 of you putting arrows into their ranks. While this ability is active, any archery ability you use is duplicated. That would be good, but maybe I'll go for Elemental Mines first. You throw out an assortment of different traps in front of you, applying different elemental effects to enemies that come into range. Yes. Andorian. Here, what do we have? Power of the Dead. Killing enemies attracts spirits that increase the power of your spells for a short time. Simulacrum. If you're knocked unconscious, a spirit you control takes on your likeness and fights on your behalf for a short time. The spirit draws magic directly from the Fate, casting spells without cost. You cannot be revived by any means until the spirit leaves. I'm not sure I like that. Let me go for Power of the Dead instead, because I would like to bring him back as soon as possible when he's unconscious. Anyways, let's go ahead now. Okay. I'm up there. Thanks. Alright. Been a longer time since we've been here. Blood Lotus, yeah. Into the water. We shouldn't go too far though, because obviously we will drown because we can't swim. I think that's something that is never implemented in any Dragon Age game. Swimming, if I remember correctly. I mean, in Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 you just did not have the option to go there. There would be like an alpha wall in front of the water. In Inquisition and in the Veilguard, well, in Inquisition you can just go in those shallow waters like those, like here. But if you go too far, you will drown. And in the Veilguard you will drown immediately when you go into water. So, yeah. Let's go.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Yeah, better not.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Road's entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Alright.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me? In front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time, shall we?
Open the locked door. Alright, well, the thing is, she's spoken by Laura Bailey, who's also the voice of Serana in Skyrim. and a lot of other characters. She's just great as an actor, as a voice actor, really. Oh, hello. Okay, was that all? No, there are more. Why are there more Carter dwarves here? I thought I had already killed everyone. The heck? That was not what I wanted to do. Okay. There are more enemies coming from here. They're inside of there, yeah, I bet. Not where I wanted to go, and I couldn't go outside anymore. He died, and that's why he got like a very high explosion. Yeah, that's our bonus ability with the bow right now. I don't get why there are still dwarves here. They should be gone all, since we've defeated everyone.
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys. Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Yeah. Oh, a lot more enemies. Alright. There are more enemies in here, I guess. But that's not where we need to go. But let's take care of them all, I think. Okay, well, I might need a healing potion for that now. The Cavalier is here back. Are they strong enough to defeat them? Level 11, and we're level 15. You think? I don't think so. Okay, well. Nice. I think I needed those 2 health potions. Yeah, I think I should have been more careful, but there was also the assassin right behind me, so obviously I took a lot of damage. But I'm also wearing an amulet now. Let me see, where do we have it? Superb amulet of evasion, large chance of dodging enemy attacks. That should help me as well. What do we have here? The balanced sniper bow? Okay, really, really bad compared to what I'm using right now, so. Open the locked door. Let's get there. Is it here? Can we go there by here? Nope. It's below us apparently. Yeah, we have to go below. Alright. Come on, everyone.
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Let's go.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave?
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Okay.
I guess it's a good thing you came along then.
I get that a lot. After you.
Alright, find the key for the second door. Be careful there with this one. Not being too close to him. Okay. Nice.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
Bogdan.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bianca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
Okay. Let's see. There will be more enemies here, of course. Perfect. There's a spellbinder. Okay. Let's get the other ones killed first. Nice. There's the bowman. The bowman is next. He has a barrier, but we're so high level that it works without a problem. Almost, and there it is. Okay.
This is almost fun.
I think you need a health potion.
Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
But there were actually, like, behind those doors, some Kata dwarves left. That's why we apparently did not kill everyone. Okay. Paragon's Luster. Can you loot this? Thanks. Okay, there's a key. Deep Road's key.
There you are. You won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
That's exactly like your key. How did they get a copy?
Well, funny story. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to help your brother, don't you? I just wanted to figure it out.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this woman, Jonica. She seemed really eager to help with my research. So I gave her a key.
Janica? The warden who was trying to control
That was
Corypheus?
her, not the other one. I've confused them.
I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
She was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. She was more than a little obsessed with him.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Ugh. Actually, I should say that, because that would make them shut up.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here.
Sorry, because...
Bianca, you better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Well, speak with Varric about all of this. Okay. So let's go back to... Can I not... Yeah, like this. I would like to get to the... Are you telling me I have to go the whole way back? Can't be serious. Fucking hell. Alright, see you when we're back in Skyhold.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the Tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
I don't believe so.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Alright then. Since that is done, I'll meet you back in the next episode in the on the war table, because we are going to get to the next area. I always forget the name, but you know what I mean. The plains, but I don't remember the whole name of it. Something with plains. Well, we'll see.